Hello, welcome to my Sunday Front. Today I have a mukbang and I made a burrito and put some hot fries on the side, and I have some HP sauce and ranch, and I have this aloe drink that I'm gonna pour in here. It's like frozen, so I'm just gonna pour it into my little cup like a little slushie. Some ice in here. So that looks good. And I'm gonna put some HP on my burrito. And some ranch on my fries. My hot fries. Then I'm gonna get this knife and just cut into it. I think it's like golden brown the way I like it. It's kind of crispy on the bottom. A little crispy on the bottom. Can you see? Let's try it. That's good. I was playing around with some recipes, and I think this is really good. So what I did was I got like my leftover chilies and some onion and mushroom soup, and I boiled it up with some chicken broth, some chicken bouillon. And then I put in a can of steak and potato soup and chopped it up into little pieces, and I added some cornstarch to thicken it. And then towards the end, I added 2 things: mashed potato flakes and chunks of cheese. And it came out just fine. It tastes good with the HP sauce because it's steak and potatoes. I added bacon bits, Mexican seasoning, lime pepper, and Italian herbs. It sounds easy, and it kind of is. You just let the mixture cool down, and you grab your little wraps, your tortilla wraps, and make your little burritos and bake them. I like them because they're not really spicy. And it's like really filling. So this weather's crazy. They're saying there's like a storm coming in this way from the west. But I don't think it's anything to worry about by the time it gets over here. I hope not. And the houses that were on fire or whatever, exploded, those got demoed yesterday. I think I might go out and hang out at a park or somewhere nice, because it's gonna be a warm day. And I really just want to hang out. And have some like fun. So like the weather was like, I wouldn't have thought that it like snowed last week and it's like almost hitting 80. Oh yeah, over the weekend I had went on a live or whatever, and I didn't realize it was like a fan page for a rapper. But it's crazy, you know. I think like I didn't read the room, and I thought it was like, you know, like it was like a tea page, and like they were talking about the situation on TikTok at the time. And I was like trying to, you know, try to spill the tea for my end and try to, you know, get people to be more aware. And I feel like everybody's like thought that I was just like a regular TikToker. You know, I was just like dancing around and like a robot or whatever. And they found out like I was a real person, like, you know, like I'm a real community leader. They're like backed off. And my views went from like hundreds to thousands to like 20. And everybody's like, why is these predators, you know, able to organize on TikTok? And I said, you know what? You need to look at what you're watching, because, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't even know who I was, and you're like, found out, and then you backed off of my page. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. You should be more supportive of what I'm doing as an activist and being vigil for, you know, the members of my community, and, you know, and support, you know. But instead they were like, oh, well, you know. And I feel like that is just like a huge like red flag for me, you know. Like, if you don't like that sort of thing, like, you should have just said that. And then you go and complain that, you know, why are things the way they are, and why is there systemic things in place? And if you gotta wonder in your own actions, lack responsibility, lack progressiveness, lack, you know, accountability, you know, it's no wonder why they exist, because you keep giving them money, you keep building their following, you keep branding them by platforming them onto public, you know, social media apps, in which case they become a pop culture figure, right? So I think that what is going on social media is driven by the, you know, the majority who do, you know, interact and utilize and communicate on social media. And it's 100% your decision. Just like you can check my subscribers versus somebody who is disgusting, and they'll have way more, you know, views and subscribers and likes and compliments. And mine will have like some dude named Cheese from TikTok predating on me and, you know, threatening me and warning me and saying, you know, oh, well, you know, and I, you know, with your death threats, like, when you gonna do it? If I held my breath, you wouldn't get past security. So, I mean, you know, like, I actually worked in entertainment my whole life. To be insulted by, you know, speaking for those who don't have a voice, for asking for support, by demanding the responsible parties be held accountable. And I've been, you know, I've been giving you guys all the, you know, the tea. You know, you want to call it tea. I'm not a tea page. I actually give you facts. And, you know, you got to judge yourself for, whatever it's worth. But that's why I'm saying, like, once I come on here, you have to back me 100%, or I'm just gonna be wasting my breath. And in that case, I'm not gonna do it. You know, I won't entertain that. And you know, for me, it's like, it's not just a sabotage of my business because I have zero invested in it. It would be a sabotage of self-sabotage because you as a community member, or you as a person, you know, living in my community, or living in, you know, the country I live in, or in the world I live in, this earth, you know, I think it would be a loss for you, because then we disconnect, because then, you know, I'd move on with my life. And, you know, onto bigger and better things, and more things that are focused on me solely. You know, like I always tell you guys, I have dreams and aspirations just like every other girl. But if that's who you idolize, honey, you can scroll on. Yeah, I'm a business-minded person. I'll read the you know, I'll forecast my financial future on YouTube. And if it's zero, I'm gone. You know? For what it's worth, don't you think, like, with me, you know, out of the focus, you know, you guys might fall prey to more things than you can bargain for, you know, because right now you're just playing with the apps. Right now you're just, you know, seeing how far, you know, you can tether my channel and, you know, play around on those creepers channels and not get caught out for it, or not get, you know, not get hurt by it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think having these people on is worth it, you know. You got Mr. Beast, you got Ack, you got all those people who are part of the Astrevino organized pedophilia group on TikTok. You know, we can keep going. There's Eat a Bag, there's I mean, look how many family channels have come out that they were creep parents. We can keep going here, literally. And it's not something that I would brag about, because I don't follow that. If anything, I work hard to get that out, to get them out of, you know, normalcy, because they should be ousted, period. They should be, you know, thrown under the government, you know, federal law. I think if you do crimes against children, that's the worst thing. If you do crimes against anybody, that's, you know, it's still a crime. If you do crime, period, and, you know, you're trying to get away with it and you're bragging online, RICO yourself, and, you know, I think you're not special. You should go to jail. You know? And a lot of people have a lot of things to say, you know, oh, well, you come from here, or you come from there, and you don't know. You don't know. What you know is the power that those people before gave y'all to lie, to use the government, you know, to cancel people. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you come for me, you're gonna have to have receipts. And I guarantee you, I'll have receipts before you have receipts. And the minute I step foot in the courthouse, you're gone. You're gone. Not just for lying on me, not just for trying to take my freedoms, but you're gone because I'm gonna find dirt on you and why you're so defensive. And you know, that's at the end of the day, that kind of sums up what's been going on behind the scenes, because I've been getting called the N hard ER word. I've been getting, you know, called, I mean, bitch. People been threatening me, death threatening me, over speaking out. And I say, you know, you act like this is my first rodeo. You act like this is my first rodeo. You act like this is the first time, you know, somebody's said something to me nasty. You act like this is the first time I've been accused of something. Let that sit in, how stupid you sound. Putting my name in your mouth. You act like this is the first time I overcame something. That ignorant. This ain't my first rodeo, and it will not be my last. It will not. Because I ain't going nowhere.